from the heart of Ball State University. Live from the Unified Media Newsroom, NewsLink Indiana Midday starts right now.
Good afternoon and welcome to NewsLink Indiana. I'm Annie Keister. Starting in this afternoon, President Donald Trump's taxes are once again taking center stage, and they will be likely a main issue during his debate with Democratic challenger Joe Biden Tuesday night. On Sunday, the New York Times released a report about President Trump and his financial dealings. John Lawrence reports.
President Trump's campaign facing a bombshell report.
Here it is, a month before the election, October surprise.
According to the New York Times, Donald J. Trump paid $750 in federal income taxes the year he won the presidency. In his first year in the White House, he paid another $750.
This suggests that Donald Trump needs the presidency right now because of the bills he has coming due.
The Times adds Trump didn't pay federal income taxes 10 out of 15 years starting in 2000 because he reported losing far more money than he made. The president called the Times report fake news.
Actually, I paid tax, and you'll see that as soon as my tax returns. It's under audit. They've been under audit for a long time.
House Speaker Nancy Pelosi released a statement saying the Times story shows President Trump's disdain for America's working families. Democratic National Committee Chairman Tom Perez said Trump is using the presidency to line his pockets instead of helping the American people.
You have in Donald Trump a president who spends his time thinking about how he can work his way out of paying taxes, of meeting the obligation that every other working person in this country meets every year.
Some political analysts say the Times report is just a storm in a teacup.
It doesn't look like there's anything criminal in here, and he takes legal tax breaks that, as I understand it, are common to real estate investors.
I'm John Lawrence reporting.
A lawyer for the Trump Organization told the New York Times that most, if not all, of the facts appear to be inaccurate. The Times says it won't release the tax return information publicly in order to protect the sources who have taken enormous personal risks to help inform the public. And here locally, a man is dead and 2 others injured after a crash in Muncie Saturday afternoon. Crews were called to the Muncie bypass at McGalliard Road on a report of a 3-vehicle crash. Indiana State Police say 28-year-old Matthew Adams of Tipton was traveling northbound when he stopped at a red light in the right lane. Another driver hit his car, which led to a chain reaction. Adams died at the scene. Investigators say 2 other people were taken to the hospital with minor injuries. ISP believes drugs and alcohol were not a factor. And here on campus, the latest on the coronavirus this Monday afternoon. A Ball State is once again reporting no new cases through its partnership with IU Health. The university says 3 more student tests were conducted and no other employees were tested through the partnership. 4 more student cases were either self-reported or reported through outside sources. The dashboard shows an estimated 27 active cases and 972 recovered cases. With 1 more case, BSU will hit the 1,000 case mark. And happening today, Marion County is lifting some COVID-19 restrictions. However, the guidelines are more strict than most in Stage 5 in Indiana's Back on Track plan. Indianapolis Mayor Joe Hogsett announced Friday bars and restaurants can open with 50% capacity inside and can have 100% seating outside. Live entertainment can resume at bars and nightclubs. Gyms, museums, and other entertainment venues can be filled up to 50%. Indoor religious services can hold 75% capacity, and outdoor can be at full capacity. The mayor says plans for Halloween should be decided by the end of the month. And President Trump has announced Amy Coney Barrett as his nominee to the U.S. Supreme Court to fill the vacant seat of the late Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Barrett is a former law clerk to the late Justice Antonin Scalia. The nomination comes amid strong backlash from Democrats who believe Republicans should wait to allow the winner of the election to fill the vacancy. If confirmed, Barrett would be just the 5th woman to sit on the Supreme Court, and this could mean a 6-3 conservative majority on the court. Trump officially named Amy Coney Barrett to take the place of Ruth Bader Ginsburg. The night will be a little brighter at One Muncie Park. The Parks Department installed a new solar-powered light. NewsLink Indiana's Zach Jones visited the park to give us an update.
The park on the corner of East Gilbert and North Elm Street will now be lit throughout the night. Superintendent of the Muncie Parks Department, Carl Malone, says that this was a small but much needed renovation.
They had a lot of loitering and a lot of individuals using the park for other things than what the park should be used for. So safety concern became an issue. And so the residents and the neighborhood association asked us to provide some lighting.
The number one concern the residents had was the overall safety of the park. Just under 3 months ago, the department decided to eliminate all park benches in hopes of driving away this loitering and suspicious activity during the night. A resident directly across the street from the park says he is happy about the new addition.
It's protecting the kids and plus it's helping my home out for the neighborhood. And I really enjoy living across the street from the park.
While the solar panel lights are helping protect the park, the department is looking for options to protect the lights.
We did have one of the panels damaged at the other site, and so we're hoping that the panels can stay in place and the lighting can serve the public and the community.
In Muncie, Zach Jones, NewsLink, Indiana.
Now, here's a look at your NewsLink Indiana forecast. These are the conditions right now. It is 61 degrees under a cloudy and showery sky, and that's not really going to be changing today. What you see is what you get. Skies will remain cloudy and temperatures are not going to move a lot this afternoon, but the good news is fall is here, and that means we're going to have some cooler temperatures for the entire 7-day forecast. Highs will be mostly in the 60s with some pretty dry conditions. And that's going to do it for us here this afternoon. Thank you for joining us. I'm Annie Keister. Be sure to tune in to NewsLink Indiana tonight at 6:57 on WIPB TV. Have a great rest of your day.
From the heart of Ball State University, live from the Unified Media Newsroom, NewsLink Indiana Midday starts right now.
Good afternoon and welcome to NewsLink Indiana. I'm Kate Young. It's day one of possibly filling the Supreme Court justice seat left vacant by the late Ruth Bader Ginsburg. Last month, President Trump nominated Judge Amy Coney Barrett. Today, Senate confirmation hearings begin, but this time around, the process and the politics will make for an unprecedented hearing. Senator Lindsey Graham explains why he thinks this is so important.
We've taken a different path at times. Bork, Thomas, Alito, Kavanaugh. I hope we don't take that path with Judge Barrett. She doesn't deserve that. I don't think it makes this hearing any better. And the American people, I believe, would not deserve a repeat of those episodes in the Senate Judiciary Committee's history. To my Democratic colleagues, I respect you all. We've done some things together and we've had some fights in this committee. I've tried to give you the time you need to make your case, and you have every right in the world to make your case. I think I know how the vote's going to come out, but I think Judge Barrett is required for the good of the nation to submit to your questions and ours. This is going to be a long, contentious week. I would just ask one thing of the committee. To the extent possible, let's make it respectful, let's make it challenging. Let's remember, the world is watching.
Tune into NewsLink Indiana tonight at 9 for the latest on the Senate confirmation hearings. Microsoft has stopped a massive hacking operation, one that it says could have impacted the presidential election. The company announced Monday that it took down the servers behind TrickBot. That's an enormous malware network that criminals were using to launch other cyber attacks, including a strain of highly potent ransomware. Microsoft says it obtained a federal court order to disable the IP addresses associated with the TrickBot servers and worked with telecom providers around the world to stamp out the network. But Microsoft says this could happen again. Indiana health officials are reporting 1,579 new confirmed cases of COVID-19 and 7 more deaths. ISDH says there have been 134,981 confirmed cases since the start of the pandemic. Over 3,500 people have died from the virus in Indiana. State officials say nearly 1.5 million people have been tested in Indiana since late February. The health department will update the state's COVID-19 numbers today at noon. Social distancing and masks wearing aren't the only changes at BSU this semester. New buildings, including North Dining, can be seen across campus. Newslink Indiana's Tyler Brummett got a look at how the new dining hall is spending its early days amid the pandemic.
Bring it out. Calzones, pulled pork, and Starbucks. Just some of what you can find inside North Dining.
It is really one of the places that speaks to the campus community.
After 2 years and more than $35 million spent, the university's new 64,000 square foot dining hall is complete. Karen Atkins is in charge of Ball State Dining Services. She says opening went well despite some hiccups.
We've had a few bumps, with equipment. When you've had equipment sitting for a couple of months, we've had a few bumps, but overall it's been a great opening.
But one thing Atkins couldn't anticipate, opening day coming in the middle of a global pandemic. She says she's proud of her team because they were able to quickly adjust.
It gave us time to plan and prepare, to get the new normal to what we needed it to be. And so we feel like that time was well spent.
And as things are now up and running in North Dining, people, including Atkins, are taking time to find their favorite item on the menu.
Pulled pork barbecue nachos. It's offered every Friday. And so far, I have not avoided it on Fridays.
In Muncie, Tyler Brummett, Newslink, Indiana.
North Dining is open 7 days a week. We've got their hours and menu at ballstatedaily.com. The LA Lakers are the 2020 NBA champions. The Los Angeles Lakers are now tied for the most NBA championships. The team defeated the Miami Heat in Game 6 of the finals Sunday night with a score of 106-93. The Lakers bring home the franchise's 17th title. This is LeBron James' 4th championship win and his 4th time being named NBA Finals MVP. The Boston Celtics are the only other NBA team with 17 titles on the books. Now here's a look at your Newslink Indiana forecast. These are the conditions right now. It is 69 degrees under mostly cloudy skies. Enjoy the last couple of days of warm weather, at least for now. The highs will hit the 70s today, but there's a chance of rain this afternoon and evening. Now let's look at the 7-day forecast. Temperatures will tumble later in the week. Highs will drop into the 50s with some lows in the 30s. That's going to do us for this afternoon. Thank you for joining us. I'm Amy Young. Be sure to tune into Newslink Indiana tonight at 6:57 on WIPB TV. Have a great rest of your day.